don't you forget, you're my #1 customer.
This kid's definitely on crack right now.
Yeah! Yeah!
This is really cool.
What's up?
What's up, everybody? We're here. Phil's busy setting some stuff up, so I thought I would get the show started already. I know we're a couple of minutes late, and whenever Phil's ready, he'll let me know, or he could just let himself in. Let's see how everybody's doing in the chat. It's an unusual night for us to be streaming here on the Zaid Comics channel. 8:09 Central on a Wednesday. Strange.
Very strange. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I was about to start the stream, and then my main monitor, I guess, got unplugged a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So it went out. But now both my monitors are working for some reason. So that's awesome. Yeah, we are here. We're going to be talking about a kick-ass campaign from a buddy creator who we may or may not have met, Brandon.
Oh, is that something that's supposed to be clandestine?
I have no idea. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But
first, we have to get this out of the way real quick. Where are we at here?
Ah, well, if it isn't the Simps.
So I guess we're streaming against Rini.
Oh, yeah. I see people already simping in the chat for Irene.
Yeah, simping in the chat. But we got Past Master Dan here saying hit the like button. Yeah, and a favorable bonking might be in your direction. We'll see. Randada's here. Hey, yo. And then he's grilling us for being late. Sorry
about that.
Technical difficulties. Tentacle Pentacles here.
What's up, Tentacle?
What's up? And Chad Townsend.
Oh.
And Spooky Fox Mulder.
Look at that juicy booty.
Oh, yeah. The pillow.
That's your AOC pillow, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That juicy booty.
Fox probably the sexiest congressman.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
Dory's here.
What's up, Sumo? Good to see you. Well, let's get the man of the hour in to the stream here.
This is crazy.
The man with no face.
Yeah, this is really crazy.
Creator of comics such as Forsaken Gods, and now onto a new project. Let's talk about it. FresherLuke.
Hello.
What's up?
Am I coming in clear?
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, good. How's it going, Zaid brothers?
Good. Now, look, talk about the domain you seem to be in right now.
So this is just my office. I'm a businessman, just a humble businessman doing business. And
I could tell the suit and tie.
Yeah, well, I had to get it pressed. It was important that I look my best today because obviously I'm going to be on the Zaid Comics channel. You guys have been kind enough to have me on here to help me promote my latest campaign that I'm very passionate about, and I wanted to bring forth my Sunday best, being a businessman and all.
I mean, you look sharp, man.
Yeah,
Thank
you. Great.
Looking sharp. Yeah, we got some people in the chat ready to hear about your new project that just launched. What did it launch last week? Is that true?
Yeah, it launched September 1st, and I think people should go to Rennie's channel right now and let them know that there is a better stream going on. And people should come over here. Just saying, because there's 2 alpha chads of Comicsgate right here, and I think you guys should give them more attention.
I agree. Good. That's a good pitch right there. I agree.
Yes.
So you have your own comic IP, which people know, Forsaken Gods.
Correct.
And you launched the second one. Now you're in the ending phases of that, getting it out to people.
So just a quick update. Zach is mailing those out as we speak. So
perfect.
Yeah. So it's more or less done. We were running short on a few fridge magnets, but I just ordered some more, so they should be getting to them. The remainders, I think it was like 20 each left of Samara and Skull Knight, so 40 all up. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And usually when you go on streams, you always kind of people ask you how you got into this or started, and if people have seen you on streams before, they probably remember you talking about doing animation and that kind of being your primary passion, and how you started doing your own comics as well. And now we're seeing something different from you and kind of towards that main animation.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm a simple businessman doing honest business. As you can see with the suit and tie.
It looks like you used to be human though.
What do you mean? I am a human businessman.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
Doing human business amongst other humans.
Now, we may or may not have met you at some point in our lives.
Yes. Well, let's just say we had some business to do.
There was
as I am a businessman.
It's true.
Right.
We all had business together, and
True.
It was a jolly good time.
It was a good meeting. We got much business done, and I fulfilled my role as a businessman. So I was impressed with your portfolios and your overheads. They were all great. Gave my business tick of approval.
I think we shared some cheese together.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys did.
Yes.
That was weird.
Cheese was great.
We
Good business lunch.
Yeah, it was good. It was out of the blue, and now we're here. We were talking about this campaign. It's really cool to see it come to light, and now you're here to talk about it. So let's talk about it.
What is he talking about? Kayfabe? What?
Never break kayfabe. Yeah. Stick to never break character.
Right. It's not kayfabe. It's a way of life.
That's right.
Exactly.
So we are random.
Saga! Yeah. Now, so you guys were probably the first to get a preview of this, weren't you?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now we're here.
Now we're here. So here's my campaign, Random Saga. It's my first attempt at trying to crowdfund animation. It's an all ages, 10-minute animated short, and I'm looking for backers, obviously, and I'm doing the rounds to as many other fun channels as yourselves, and helping promote my business.
Yeah, and speaking of business, Nail Bunny says this man will give you the business, no bones about it.
I won't give it to you. I mean, it comes at a price, like all good business. There's an admission fee.
Of course.
But I'll do my best to make it the best business you'll ever have.
That's how you keep your business thriving.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the number one first step to a successful business, guys.
Yeah.
Take it from me. I am a businessman.
I want to take a second here to thank you all in the chat who are here. We got 21 people in the chat. There's a lot of other streams going on. We appreciate you being here. Hit that like button. Ring the bell for notification. Check out Random Saga. If you guys are mods in the chat, please drop the link in the chat. It is in the description right now. Yes. And we just opened up channel memberships, so take a look at those as well.
I want to take a moment to thank Sumo Authority for disrespecting punners.
Ooh.
Yeah, bad puns. Jonas Olson in the chat. What's up? I appreciate the
hello.
gnome avatar.
Oh.
And all right, let's talk about this. So you did Forsaken Gods. What kind of led you from going to putting out your comics and then actually taking the leap and doing a crowdfunded, creator-owned animation?
Well, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to try something different. I mean, as fun as doing comics are, I kind of feel like I'm kind of limited in sort of the scope of what I want to achieve, and animation is kind of like, I guess it's a higher entry point for most people, but for myself, like I've studied it my whole life. I've got a degree in it. I've got 10 plus years experience working in the mainstream industry in animation, and I just kind of want to make this thing not only for others but sort of for myself to see if I can make it. And the other part of it is there's a lot of animated content for kids these days that pushes a particular agenda that I don't agree with, and this is sort of my antithesis to that, where it's just purely a wholesome story that people of all ages can enjoy, with great characters, great character development, and just a good fun time for all.
I mean, that's what cartoons used to be about,
Yeah.
And that's what I really dig what you're doing here, because when we were talking before, you were saying this is made for kind of with that childlike mindset in it, where you're not pushing anything, you're just making a cartoon that
I wouldn't say childlike. I mean, obviously children can be included in the audience, it being all ages. I would say it's sort of like bringing storytelling in animation back to basics, where it's more about the characters, how the characters develop, how they relate to each other, and how that works within the plot of that story, and sort of the messages that we can glean from that story and lessons that we might be able to learn.
Sure. I'm super excited to see some animation, fresh stuff coming out like this. And
well, what about fresher stuff?
Yeah, fresher animations as well.
Good. Yeah, that's better. All right.
Yeah, that's I would love to see just things like this. It's so cool. Just getting into this, like, that kind of, not necessarily like indie look, but definitely like more indie feel stuff. You could tell like animation studios when they're like big corporate structures and stuff, smaller houses, and like the quality of things is different. And something like this could be an awesome like gateway for that, especially in the community that we have here.
Yeah,
to see more of this. Want to see this succeed and then lead into a lot more things as well.
Yeah, I mean, you and me both. I kind of feel like this is sort of, I mean, you touched on a good point, Brandon. Like I feel that's sort of the next evolutionary stage for this development. I mean, comics are great. I love making them, like, just because you can be one person and you can make a comic and sort of print it out and have it be successful. But animation is a bit more complicated than a comic. It's a bit more collaborative. You do need other people on board to help you make it.
Right.
In a lot of instances. Having said that, I am sort of like the one-man band for making this animation. So I'm trying to see what I can achieve just on my own. But obviously, if I'm able to hit my funding goal, it means I might be able to, or not might, I will be able to bring on other talented artists and animators to help me fund the production of this and get it done in a timely manner.
That's gonna be awesome. What day is it? It is a Wednesday, I think, and we're doing kind of a impromptu show with FresherLuke here, getting Brandon on the stream a little bit more.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, these guys are like over 6 feet tall, like 7 feet tall. These guys are giants. So because they're bigger than you, you have to do what they say.
Yeah, so back random Saga. Let's see who else is in the chat. We got Corey Barton in the chat.
Hello.
Good to see you, brother. Another animator here, Scotty Richard Studio. Will you make jokes that take a jab at the CalArts style?
I mean, eventually that's the plan. In say a future quote unquote episode.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm just kind of focusing on just good story. I do want to do more things like that, just sort of like, I guess, poking fun at sort of, I guess, lazy animation practices.
Yeah, well, I mean, stuff like that has been in cartoons forever, like underlying jokes, kind of like Easter egg jokes that you don't understand until 20 years later, you know?
Yeah, you're caught up on the lore.
Yeah, for sure. Ja Bez says, got a good look at Reenie's pits and shot right over here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
how hairy were they?
I don't want to know that. I like the black and tan Shibu.
Ah, yes, Braxton. So yeah, shall we go through sort of like the setting, the characters? Is that a good segue? Or
yeah, perfect. Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right. So Random Saga is set in the same world as Forsaken Gods in the realm of Epic Earth. I think I told you this during the business meeting, right?
I was eating cheese.
Oh. But yeah, it's set in Epic Earth. It's set many years after the events of Forsaken Gods. And it focuses on these 4 main characters. You got Wizard Lizard, who's the brains of the group and the de facto leader.
Great title. Great name, by the way.
Thank you. That's his actual name.
Great.
And he comes from a race of reptilians who don't like magic, but he's always wanted to be a wizard. So he kind of sets out into the world trying to be an adventurer so that he can learn to gain more knowledge out in the world to become a better wizard and learn many skills. The problem is that he lacks a lot of, I guess, empathy, for lack of a better word. And so because of that, he kind of has a hard time understanding mammals and why they act the way they do, because obviously he's a cold-blooded lizard.
Interesting.
And so he has this whole arc where he's kind of got to learn. He might have a lot of systematic intelligence, but he lacks a lot of emotional intelligence. And so he's got to kind of like learn to have a bit more of the latter rather than the former.
For sure.
It's like me.
Cold-blooded.
That's like you, Brennan.
Yeah, it does sound like that.
I know, you seemed like a nice guy to me when we had that business meeting.
All a ruse.
It's a facade.
Well, it was. Oh, all right. So it was fake business.
Yeah. Well, I'm a master of kayfabe. That's what they were talking about earlier.
That's true.
Oh, all right. So anyway, yeah, go ahead and ask. Ask Phil. Ask.
Now, who is this big lug?
This is Marigold. He's I guess, the quote-unquote big brother of the group. He's a young man who was born and raised in a magical forest and raised by fairies and other magical creatures. And he was eventually cast out when he hit puberty and told that he has to go live with his own kind, other humans. And he's incredibly strong. He can talk to animals. He's got like the strength of Hercules. But the downside is that, or his flaw is that he's a complete wimp. He's doesn't like violence, and he's got to kind of learn to grow from being a boy into a man, so to say. That's kind of his arc. And he's got to learn that sometimes you got to fight for what's important in life. And he's got a bit of a destiny as well. Like, he's a very important character to the story, and I think he's really cool.
Yeah, that is a cool arc. Good at turning that character on their head a little bit there. Zany Cartoon says, was Wizard, referring to Wizard Lizard, inspired by someone, or did he have a temporary master that, I guess, got him into wizarding?
Oh, so his backstory? I mean, yeah, well, I mean, I won't say much, but obviously I want to make that a future episode where we kind of like look back at sort of their previous lives.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, obviously, in the lizard society that he lives in, they kind of assign them their jobs, and as a result, their names are also assigned. And so he was originally going to be called Clerk Lizard, but he didn't want to be a clerk. He just wanted to be a wizard. So in a sense, he was kind of like bucking the trend, saying, "No, I won't take this job. I don't want to be Clerk Lizard. I want to be Wizard Lizard."
Dirty commies. That's what it
And
sounds like.
exactly. And so yeah, he goes off and he finds an older wizard that he learns from, and then he goes from there. Yeah, a mentor. Yeah.
We have a comment here about Marigold.
Anyone can tell he's a wimp. Look at those quads.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing is like, you look visually when you see Marigold, you think one thing, but then once he talks and, his mannerisms, then you just kind of like throw him for a loop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so you're
It's
like,
all
whoa.
glam muscle.
No, it's real muscle. Like he's super strong. He just doesn't know how to use it.
Subverting expectations there.
I guess you could say that. Yeah.
So.
And then re-subverting them again.
Reverting.
Reverting. Yes, reverting them.
All right, we got a suggestion here. Jay Ryan says, "Okay, hear me out. We remake Clerks, but with lizards."
Well, I didn't know what else to call it. Like you know what I mean. Like bookkeepers, but clerk is like a one syllable kind of word.
Yeah,
like an accountant.
Yeah, kind of like an accountant. Yeah.
Dweeb lizard. All right, we got aphid. Is that how you say
Aphid.
it?
Yeah.
Aphid.
Aphid. I guess it depends on where you were raised.
Aphid. What's aphid's deal?
So aphid is a young imp white orphan. She's a little girl. She's probably like 12 years old. Imp whites are particularly small. They're kind of like little gnomes. And she's grown up on the streets of the city that they live in her whole life. So she kind of has had to learn to lie, cheat, and steal in order to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's particularly small for an imp white, she gets bullied a lot. So she kind of joins the group for safety and numbers. And obviously Marigold's like incredibly large and imposing. And over time, initially she joins them because she sees them as kind of like useful pawns to help her crack whatever scheme she's trying to do to steal some money from some sucker.
Still a thief at heart.
Yeah, but that gets them in trouble, and so then they kind of like tell her she can't really be acting like that anymore. She has to act a little less selfish and a little more responsible. And so over time, they kind of like teach her to, I guess, be a better citizen or a better human being, even though she's an imp white. You get what I mean?
Less selfish. Yeah. Now, I like how these characters have the arcs to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's part of character development,
sure.
I think. And, I mean, the plot is obviously important because it drives the episode, but what the characters learn and how their perspective change is, it's a big part of storytelling, I think. And I'm trying to, I guess this 10-minute short is sort of my thesis on this subject in a weird way. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Frequency Girl is here now.
Yo, what's up?
Is she here often?
Yeah, she's
not too infrequently.
Okay. I'm just
wondering. You missed out on using the frequent pun. Her name is Frequency Girl. Anyway, Jonas here.
I didn't want to have it right on the nose like you did. Sorry.
I was following a project called Rust Boy by Brian Taylor. He did his stuff along the way to bring in money, art, and behind-the-scenes book and toys, if I remember correctly. And I was able to follow it like a blog. Is that something that you plan on doing? Apparently, Jonas enjoyed that.
Like update, probably frequent updates, I'm sure.
Yeah, there will be frequent updates on the campaign page. Once we achieve the funding goal, I'll be letting everybody know who the voice cast is for these characters and for the show. And I have a few more updates included as well.
Why no Forsaken Gods add-ons?
Well, Forsaken Gods is aimed at sort of an older audience just because of some of its content.
Yeah.
Whereas this is sort of Random Saga is aimed at a younger audience. But having said that, there is a 20-page comic book included in the rewards.
Really?
Yeah. But we haven't gotten through the characters yet. We got Rexton.
Let's talk about Rexton before we get there.
Yeah, so he's probably the most mysterious member of the group. As you can see, he's a great dog and a good boy. And he's kind of the emotional glue that keeps them all together. And in a sense, he's kind of like he's the most capable one of them because the reason these characters all band together initially is one of the big industries in this world and in the city that they live in is raiding dungeons and collecting whatever treasure is inside them and then bringing them back and exchanging them for money. Yeah. And in order for them to do that, there has to be a minimum of 4 people. Yeah, exactly. That sweet Dosh. There has to be a minimum of 4 people in order for them to get a license to be able to go out and do that. And so, in a sense, he's kind of like the best at it for various reasons that are unknown. And he kind of saves the other 3's lives a lot. So,
is he a talking dog?
No. Well, the thing is, he doesn't talk, but because Marigold can talk to animals, sometimes Rexton talks through Marigold.
Oh.
But he only really gives out as much information that is needed to be known because, he's a dog of few words.
Do we ever find out why he has an eye patch? Or is that just a aesthetic thing?
Not only is he a dog of few words, he's also a dog of action.
Ooh.
And mystery.
Mystery, yeah.
So he's the most interesting dog in the world, basically. Yeah.
I've already got some Rexton fans in the chat here.
Yeah. I like Rexton too. Everyone loves dogs. I love dogs.
We need Rexton apparel. Rexton.
Oh, yeah. No, I would love to do like a Rexton plushie or something.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun. And, even though I am a businessman, I do like dogs.
Everybody loves dogs.
Yeah.
The best.
Can't trust cat people though. Here we go. Now should we get to the story?
Sure. Whatever. Right. It's your show. So like, how do you want to do it? I'll do it.
Let's talk about the story. What is what's going on in here?
So in this episode, Aphid's cutting open the furniture, trying to look for change because she doesn't understand how furniture works. And Wizard Lizard and Marigold come in and they see the furniture all cut up and they're like, what happened here? And she blames the dog. And so Wizard Lizard kicks the dog out on the street.
Oh, no.
And so the dog then has to wander the streets trying to find a place to sleep. And then a little bit after that, Aphid comes clean and says she lied. She blamed the dog. And they're like, oh, Dan, now we got to go out and find the dog. And as they go out in their search for their most important team member, they uncover a dark evil that lurks beneath the streets of their neighborhood.
An alligator in the sewers?
Oh, something worse than that, I think.
Oh, no.
We got channel member. Oh, he's been demoted. Abdicated the throne, Admiral Wackass. No longer
instead of the prince.
Yeah, and then we have General Piggy.
Throwing up those hey-yos.
Hey-o.
Good to see you. No, what I love about your kind of story synopsis is kind of like classic cartoon, or even if you look at like classic Simpsons stuff, where at the beginning of the episode, something happens that then has nothing to do with the end of that
set piece.
Oh, yeah.
Which I always dig, where it
sort of does.
Kind of makes the story seem longer too, because you're like, oh yeah, that happened, and now we're uncovering this dark evil, which we never set out to do in the first place.
I mean, sure, but that's not quite what I'm doing. Obviously, there's like cause and effect, and usually, if I was to do something like that, it would somehow mirror the. I guess the B story is what you're talking about. The B story would mirror the A story in some way. That it's like, oh, okay, it's the similar kind of situation. Given this is only 10 minutes, I don't really have time to sort of do that kind of A and B story. It's kind of like just a simple main plot.
Yeah.
And it's really, I think it's a good way to do it because it gives the characters a lot of room to develop within it as well. So
for sure. But I think that this sounds like a good start to introducing your audience to the world as well.
Oh, I hope so.
Definitely.
And I like how you laid out the characters. You have them on here on the campaign page, so you know who they are, kind of get a sense of their personality. So yeah, how do you kind of go about doing this? I'd like to hear about what programs you use too.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's this other question here. Which one should I answer first?
Let's see. Does Wizard Lizard eat bugs?
No, he's a pescatarian. He only eats fish.
Oh, goddamn! So that's. Crabs will rise again. Big seafood fans in the audience here.
I mean, I like crab. Crab is delicious. But
Crab's good.
being a businessman, I can't really eat food. So.
No, yeah.
But anyway, sorry. But to answer your question, hey AJ Della. So the programs I'm using to make this are a couple. I'm obviously using Photoshop for the backgrounds, but for the storyboards and animatic, I'm using a program called Toon Boom Storyboard Pro. And then for the final line art, color and ink cleanup, in-betweening and compositing, I'm going to be using another Toon Boom program called Harmony, which is really good. Those are the two main programs I'm using. Yeah,
I've never heard of those other two programs.
So they're programs mostly used, primarily used in the animation industry. They're made by a Canadian company called Toon Boom. They're very. I love both of those. They're so easy to use and they're very powerful, and I can get a lot done with them. I'm still kind of getting my head around Harmony, but Storyboard Pro is essentially the same because it's from the same company.
Very cool.
Yeah, I would love to see some like behind the scenes of how the animations are made and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I mean that's sort of the plan. Like part of the updates, I want to do like video updates as well, sort of like letting people know how stuff is made and where things are at. But of course, I have to reach that funding goal first in order to do those sorts of things.
Definitely. So this is kind of a list of stuff that backers are going to get once funded, right? Once you get funded.
Say that again.
This is a list of stuff, as it says here.
Oh, right, yeah. So these are some of. Sorry, I got distracted by what Scotty Richard was saying. But yes, this is some of the rewards you'll get. Some stickers, a T-shirt, a behind-the-scenes art book, a 20-page comic book. There'll be a digital download of the episode, especially for backers. Is that the right pronunciation? I don't know.
Yeah,
especially special for the backers, something like that.
Exclusive.
And this is some comic art, huh?
Yeah, so this is the first page of the comic, just to show it off, just so people can see kind of the level of quality I'm aiming for.
Yeah, I really like the atmosphere in this shop, like kind of putting this, I don't know, I feel like there's a haze there that puts depth in the image.
Yeah.
Yes, let's not give away my magical secrets.
Hazes, everybody.
Probably smoke.
But yeah, so this is sort of where they live. They live above this pawn shop called Quest and Learn, which is one of the shops that adventurers bring their various spoils in to exchange for money, and they live above it in that little, I guess, 2-bedroom apartment above there with 2 windows. And Wizard Lizard just he works at the front desk of the pawn shop just to help him pay the rent. And the other 2 just kind of like goof off and don't do anything because they're not really good at business. And yeah, it's sort of this fun dynamic because obviously Wizard Lizard is very cerebral and he's just bored sitting at a desk not doing anything. So he just ends up sleeping.
So the irony in this is Wizard Lizard, even though stepping away and claiming the title wizard, ends up working as a clerk.
Sort of. He's more like I guess so, yeah. well put, Phil.
There you go.
I didn't think anyone would pick up on that, but you just did wrap quite easily. I was taken aback.
I like that though. And this totally is an awesome shot. Reminds me of the epicness that was the Forsaken Gods trailer.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, eventually I want to do like epic stuff. Right now, I'm kind of trying to build up to it. This story is kind of a bit smaller and a little more personal. Just focusing more on the characters and how they relate to each other.
Yeah. That's the good
but yeah, eventually I want to have more action, more visual gags, more locations, and just really make something really fun and entertaining that you'll want to tune in and watch it again and see what happens next.
Definitely. That's why we got to get this bad boy funded. Everybody, if you're in the chat now, go take a trip to the page. And if you guys are mods in there, feel free to drop the link in the chat for the newcomers. Nail Bunny says it looks like it'd be a really fun point-and-click game like Monkey Island.
Well, it was fun. It's funny because when I was young, I wanted to make a point-and-click adventure game. And look, if this is like really, if we exceed the funding goal, that might be something that I might look into doing in the future.
Do those games even exist anymore?
They don't, not really.
No.
but I love playing them when I was a kid. They were so fun.
I feel like they would be really popular right now.
You would think, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, nobody wants to actually write any good stories anymore. They just want to jump around.
That's not true. You guys do.
No, I don't want to write any good stories.
Oh, you don't? All right.
No,
Thank you.
I just write.
Well, Phil does. Anyway.
I do.
He's the better brother.
I wrote a comic strip yesterday.
Oh, really? Did it suck?
Yeah, it probably does. It has no ending to it. It's a cliffhanger.
Oh.
The channel members will find out about this.
No. It doesn't suck. Seeing it.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it.
Huh?
I think I'm lagging.
I was following your lead, Brandon. I apologize.
That comic strip, our members will be able to see this week sometime.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, at some point.
So-
this week.
So were there any other questions you had about Random Saga?
Yeah, I was just gonna pull up the trailer. Was that?
Oh, okay. There's
did
like two
somebody-
trailers. There's one where I'm just talking and I just basically explain everything I just said, but then there's like the early test footage one. Which is
Let me
like the
see.
second one.
That's the second one. All right.
Yeah.
The
Most of
Random
my questions
Saga
were
promo.
technical questions, like about the programs and stuff. Or,
Sure.
yeah.
Ask away.
Hold on.
Well, how
let's
long
watch.
is it taking you to do something like this? This is a 10-minute short, and as far as like work hours and stuff, per unit time, like what would you say that the workload on the
Well, the Forsaken Gods trailer was about a minute, and that took me about 6 months.
Very
But
good.
you're only one man.
That is true. I am only one man. I'm seeing if maybe I could do the same with this, because obviously I'm tailoring the workflow and sort of like the number of cuts and backgrounds in such a way where I'm not like doing like 100 different things for like 1 minute of animation.
Mhm.
Forsaken Gods had a lot of cuts in it, and with every cut you gotta like recreate the scene from scratch. So I'm trying to go with less cuts and longer lingering shots and sort of combining shots as well. And that's sort of my overall plan of I want to see how quickly I can get it done and of at least sufficient quality.
Yeah. You could do that bit where they're just walking across the screen and the background just keeps looping. Whatever.
Like in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like I've grown up with a lot of that stuff, and I've gone back and looked at it. I've looked at other shows like One Piece, where they have very limited animation,
Right.
and a lot of parts, and also like Scooby-Doo, and sort of trying to, I guess, observe and incorporate a lot of those lessons into this, but trying to make it look good enough. You know what I mean? Like the beauty about current technology is that it's easier to do those kinds of effects now. Like
Sure.
pretty easy. It's like 1 or 2 button presses. So
Okay.
I'm confident that I can get it done in a timely manner.
I remember seeing a thing about Astro Boy and how like they effectively invented the technique of like just reusing still frames and making it
Yeah.
look like it's animated and stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff like that's just so cool to me.
Well, the other thing with anime is it's really interesting because it's mostly just for those medium to close shots. It's usually just a drawing of the character completely still, but the only thing it's animating is the mouth, and it's like
Right.
2 or 3 drawings. You know what I mean? Of just the mouth flapping open and closed, and that's partly because of how the Japanese pipeline system works, where they actually record the voice after the animation is all done, which I think is kind of weird.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I'm not doing that. I'm doing that the opposite. Like, so all the
Yeah.
voice has been recorded for episode 10 for this 10-minute episode, and it's more just a matter of bringing out the best performance in the drawings as I can.
That's all. That's really interesting. That's awesome.
Thank you.
No,
Yeah,
Bunny
AC
said,
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm gonna hopefully get it done sooner than that, but I can only do that if I reach the campaign goal.
Yeah, definitely. Stuff like this is kind of ground floor, where like, there's, like you were saying, accessibility, like I always make the joke that like if you're going to start a company, there's certain things that you could get into the accessibility factor. Like you can't go out and start like a government munitions factory. It's just like way too expensive. Animation's kind of like that, when you compare it to comics. Like you could sit and draw comics, but animation's like another factor higher.
Yeah, well, that is right. So the way the hierarchy works is video games is at the top of that in regards to complexity, just because, and it's usually comes down to the exponentially increasing number of moving parts. So obviously video games, you got animation, you got game design, you got gameplay, you got programming, and all these other things. With animation, that's for video games, but with animation, it's mostly just audio, visual, and compositing, and just making, and I guess editing and sound and music. So I mean, it's not as hard as say video games, but it is definitely a step above comics. As I said before, it's a much, I guess it's a higher or harder entry point for some people. So yeah.
We got Rick Saylor in the chat. What's up, Rick? Mike Wilson. Mike Wilson art is here too. Nobody says love the 70s anime style. This art style gives me Tetsuka feels.
Tezuka, yes, I'm a huge fan of Tezuka, the man who created Astro Boy.
Yeah. Lots of weebs, hidden weebs. All right, let's take a look at it.
Hidden weebs.
Hidden weebs.
Look at that.
Dude, this is going to look so cool. So I've never seen any of that before, right?
What do you mean? I showed you that. Oh no, I showed Phil that.
Yeah, I think you showed Phil. I didn't see that. And obviously, in this day and age, we're so used to, I don't know, whatever they call it. What is it, like keyframe animation or something, where everything's just kind of like set up as a maquette, and then it just kind of puppets around.
Yeah. So you're talking about 2D cutout, otherwise known as puppet animation. Whereas this is 2D hand drawn animation. Like I'm drawing each and every frame. Yeah.
Right, and that was my question was going to be. So like you're drawing every frame here effectively.
Yeah.
And it just looks so much better. Like you could
Thank you.
It looks awesome. I hope this goes all the way. I can't wait to see the final product on this because
there's Rexton.
Yeah. I had to crop some of the shots a little bit, just in case people decide to, take a little something and claim that they made it.
The backgrounds are awesome. Like I love this.
Thanks.
Background. Super cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like that old way of doing it where the characters are drawn like this and then the background's painted in like a different ink and paint style.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm trying to sort of do, like get back to, is sort of like that painterly effect for backgrounds, just because of theories of I guess the best way I could call it is set of lines to be and a set of lines to see, so to say. So the characters are kind of like have thick lines and very flat colors, whereas the backgrounds are very highly rendered.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Miss that.
Yeah.
This background particularly reminds me of like a background that you'd see in like Darkstalkers fighting game for some reason.
Really?
That stone, like the big skull, or kind of like a cartoony anime style skull cave. Yeah, just for some reason, I don't know, but
I don't know. I mean, skull caves are just cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not. That's no bias on my part because I'm just obviously I'm just a businessman, but I don't know. Skulls are cool.
Yeah, if we've learned anything tonight is how much of a businessman FresherLuke is.
Yeah. I know. I just feel like I got to reiterate that point sometimes.
People digging it in the chat. If you guys are digging it, then please support the campaign.
And let Mandy Summers know that I would like to go on her channel to promote this campaign as well.
Yeah, tell Mandy. I'll let Mandy know.
Okay.
Yeah, she's all about this.
I would have thought she would be with What the Wizard. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe she's changed her way.
Has
maybe
she?
She's not into that anymore. Maybe
she's into vampires now.
Vampires and stuff.
No, I'm sure she's still. You know, she probably just hasn't heard of Wizard Lizard because she would love it if she did.
Oh yeah, she'd be all about that. Well, the old Mandy would be. I don't know about the new Mandy.
Old school Mandy.
What has Mandy? Is it like a case of the body snatchers? Is it a different Mandy?
That's what I'm starting to think.
Oh,
I hope not.
Have you been seeing these people on the internet lately? I feel like with technology getting better, right? You would think that like the reptilian body skins would also be getting better, but it seems like they're getting worse.
Oh, really?
I hadn't
noticed.
Like, yeah, you take a look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
All right, that's interesting.
It's
interesting that you're pointing that out.
Tell Mandy you will buy her a sheet cake, and you are in.
I mean, if that's what I got to do to get some good business, I'll do it.
All right, let's talk about these perks.
Yeah. Say what?
What's going on with these perks? This featured perk, the gold rank.
Yeah, so the gold rank is sort of the, I guess you could say, the all-rounder kind of perk where you can get the comic, a bunch of other things, a bunch of other physical rewards, including stickers and a postcard, and the behind-the-scenes art book. So it's kind of like the, I don't know. I mean, if you want to get some books, you can get that, and also you get the online link, which is when the short is complete, I'll be doing a special live screening of the short. And I'll be sending out a link to everyone for that private premiere screening that they can all join in and have fun with.
I like you're also giving people a deal on this one. Did you see this, people? This is a $51 value, getting $50 here. You know, Indiegogo is giving you a little bit of a bump here because this is only 0.5% off, but that's a deal.
There you go.
Well, I mean, as a businessman, I'm trying to get the best deal for my customers.
That's right. You pass the savings right on to them.
Exactly.
We appreciate it.
In no way does Indiegogo not allow you to fill out just one price. They want you to fill out both if you want to be able to put it up there.
You could, no, I think you could leave that blank. I think so.
No, I tried. It won't let me.
Oh my god!
It says you have to fill out this now.
That's dumb. All right, so this is if you just want to dip your toe in. This is for the live screening.
Yeah.
Online link live screening, but you know you want to rewatch this. You want to show it to your grandkids and maybe your regular kids. Who knows?
Ooh. Maybe the kids you've stolen from the street. Maybe you want to show it to them as well.
Yeah, like if you find some aphid type
No.
and you can show it to them.
But yeah, there's the bronze rank.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like the cheapest one. I mean, kids like stickers, and if you just want the digital download plus a few stickers you want to maybe give to, if you got kids, you want to give it to them. Hopefully they would enjoy it, and they want to find out more. Then you can be like, well, here's the digital copy of the 10-minute short for you to look at, and then they would hopefully really like it and be like, I want more. Any more kind of stickers? Yeah.
Yeah, random Saga cereal. Um,
cereal,
got some
plushies.
questions here. Admiral Wackus says, how random can I expect this to be from a scale of predictable to uncertain?
Entertaining.
There you go. It's good enough for me.
It's a good middle ground.
Well, I mean,
Scotty.
I was just going to explain. So the title Random Saga is sort of like, I guess, a play on the idea. Like the subline is, life is what happens when you're making plans. And so, sometimes that's just random stuff happens when you're trying to do something, and that's just kind of like life. Unforeseen circumstances just happen to take place.
Manifest,
yeah. So that's kind of like, and plus it just sounds nice and fun.
Random Saga. Get it today. Do you hide things in the backgrounds?
I mean, if he's asking about Easter eggs, I mean, sometimes yes, that is a plan. I kind of want to do that, but if it's anything like terrible, no, I don't really. I'm not planning on hiding anything terrible like some certain Disney feature artists.
Yeah, or a lot of people do that.
Wink, wink.
Will there be a DVD or Blu-ray of this collected at some point?
When I get a bunch of, if I get a bunch of these 10-minute shorts done, then yeah, I'll probably put them all onto a Blu-ray and
collection.
Yeah, awesome. like a collection. It doesn't make sense to put like one 10-minute short on a Blu-ray. It's just the cost factor. It's not cost effective.
That's kind of like collecting comics into trade form, or a graphic novel. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
And we got a backer here, backer ID number 44.
Ooh.
Nail Bunny.
Thank you, Nail Bunny.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Yo.
Let's see. I think that is a great reason to throw out a bonk here, thanking the backers. If you guys back, you get a bonk.
Is that a JoJo reference?
That's what we're told.
Seems like it.
We're not dirty weebs.
Yeah, we're not dirty weebs, so we don't know.
All right. I just thought I'd ask.
All right. Digital ranks. This is for everything digital. Ooh, even digital comic.
Yeah.
Digital stickers?
Yep. No. You nearly got me there, Brandon. No, so this is for international backers. Obviously, we're still suffering from the supply chain crisis, and I can't ship the physical rewards to all countries. I can only ship them to the United States and Australia now. So those are the only two countries I can ship it to. So for the people who aren't included in that, I've added this, I guess, this reward tier for them, so that they can at least still get something in return. And I tried to keep it as cheap as I could so that they're getting value for money, because that's good business.
Yes. And you
good
are
businessman would know about good business.
That's right. Silver rank.
Yeah, so silver rank is obviously below the gold rank in ranking.
Oh.
So you just get the 20-page comic with it and not the art book.
All right, and then you got some more ranks. Platinum rank.
Yeah, so platinum rank is where you get a pin set as well as all the other previous rewards.
Very cool.
So not just one pin, you get many pins. It's a pin set.
Is there images of the pins on here?
Well, in order for there to be images of pins, I need to get the you know what I mean? It's like catch-22.
That's
I can't
true.
I can't make the pins unless I raise the money to make the pins.
I assume the pins will be some characters.
Yes, it'll mostly be the characters and other fun little things as well.
I like the range of perks here. You got a perk for everybody.
Yeah.
Diamond rank. Now it comes with an acrylic keychain, enamel pin.
Yeah.
Acrylic pin.
Well, that's the acrylic pin set. So
right
with each tier, obviously I add more fun things in there, but each higher price tier means you will get all the other previous rewards that are included in all the other tiers as well. So in this one, it's all the other rewards as well, which includes the acrylic pin set, but it also includes an acrylic keychain and an enamel pin, which is better than acrylic, I hear.
Yeah, I really like the enamel.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I like it.
Enamel's cool.
I thought, isn't enamel the stuff you have on your teeth?
I mean,
since
maybe.
they made out of teeth.
Perhaps they are. Perhaps they raid the corpses of dead children and carve the pins out of their teeth.
Let's just move on. We got Australia is real. I know they're perpetuating the myth.
Whoa.
Question: shipping for the comic was only $3 US. Is that correct?
That is correct.
There you go.
It's a 20-page comic, so it's not that heavy.
Great shipping prices
You're
here.
ruining the strategy we have going on here.
Are you following bad business by milking your customers in shipping?
No. We're following good business. I think that's the discrepancy here.
Yeah.
So you mean you're following my plan, which is good business? That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, good business only.
Okay.
The classic Australian tale of the Tooth Ripper.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, you have a lot of Australian tall tales that you were in.
Oh. Well,
good times.
Yes, good business.
All right, Sapphire rank. Get the pin set, the keychain. Now this one adds a patch. If you guys are into patches, definitely grab the Sapphire rank.
Exclusive patch.
The Pearl. This comes with the T-shirt.
Yeah, so these last three, they come with extras, sort of like, what would you call it, like vanity rewards, because you not only get the unique patch, you also get a T-shirt, but you also get your name under the associate producer credit in the credits of the 10-minute short.
Awesome. Yeah, we had something like that for our first Magic Out book.
Yeah.
What are Yowlies?
So Yowies, kind of like, they're sort of like bunyips.
Nope.
Okay, so I guess the American equivalent would be Bigfoot. That's the closest I can come to. But unlike Bigfoot, though, the Yowies are a little smaller and they're covered in completely white fur, and they're incredibly fast. Like like me and my schoolmates when we were going on, those overnight camping excursions out in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
We went out on one of those and we saw one of them, and they were very quick, and they don't like to be seen.
And you can't ever capture it on film.
No, we didn't. This was back in the 1500s.
Oh yeah.
We didn't have cameras or anything like that.
You said that they're like Bigfoots, which are not real, right? We could agree on that.
No, they are. This is a Bigfoot safe zone here, Phil.
Well, I mean, I don't know about if Bigfoots are real or not. I mean, I'm skeptical about that, but I did actually see a Yowie, so I know.
Yeah, but are Yowies animals? Because drop bears are animals, right?
Yeah, those are animals, but Yowies are actually like that's the closest equivalent. Like it's like
a cryptid,
urban legend,
sort of like a cryptid, but they are actually real. I have actually seen one. Me and several other kids saw them. Okay, and we all were like, you saw that, and like, heck yeah, we all saw that.
Right.
But unlike Bigfoots, who just kind of like lumber around, like Yowies are like smaller, so they kind of hang out in the trees and they're incredibly fast. So.
Now, what was the other thing you mentioned? You said Yowies are like a word that
you say Yowies, but it's Yowie.
Right. But you described a Yowie as being similar to this other word that's impronounceable, and we were supposed to know what it was. Oh,
the bunyip.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bunyip's another cryptid. I actually think that one's fake, or maybe it's a Yowie, but they're said to sort of hang out in sort of the mud of billabongs and stuff like that around water, whereas Yowies kind of hang out in the the bush out in the forest.
And then what is this billabong creature you speak of?
The bunyip.
No, the billabong. What's
So
that?
the billabong is like a creek in Australia.
Oh,
Like,
that's clothing.
There's
where
a
we
song. I forget the name of the song, but I think it's called Waltzing Matilda, where they mention the swagman hanging out down by the billabong.
I have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
A lot to learn. Yeah, I have this Australian character I was telling you about. Maybe he could be fighting. Maybe he could be fighting a Yowie one day.
I feel like I've given you too much information and that you can steal all my ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
That's bad business.
Just a smaller part of the larger myth that is Australia.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really have many cryptids, but we have like one or two.
Here's the thing, though. Our Sasquatch could kick your Yowie's ass any day.
I mean, well, he's got a 14-hour flight he has to get on in order to do that.
It's all right. You know how much money Sasquatch makes over here?
I'm imagining
first class ticket.
All right.
He's got beef jerky now and soap.
Well, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big deal.
Well, I mean, Yowie has their own brand of chocolate, so I feel like they're making way more money.
Everybody loves chocolate.
It's true. All right, what's so special about the obsidian rank other than it comes from volcanoes?
So obsidian rank, you get a very special T-shirt that you can decide what color you want it to be, but you also get your name under a producer credit.
Nope.
As well as all previous rewards.
I like it. And then the god tier.
Yes, god tier. The penultimate of all the tiers and rewards. You get your name under the executive producer credit with 2 other people who would potentially back this tier.
Right.
And you also get a special snapback hat that is exclusive to you only, as well as the special T-shirt.
Everything else.
The patch, everything else, yeah.
I would have done God tier, where it would have been, if you back at this tier, I will say that you made the video. I will tell everybody that you were the credits. Yeah, you can have all the credit.
All the credit.
I would not be okay with that. Considering how I would be doing all that work, I just give the credit to somebody else. I feel like that would be a disservice.
Here's a question here. If I wanted Forsaken Gods, is there a way to get the first 2 issues?
Not right now, because obviously it's still in fulfillment. But eventually I want to open up an online shop and then people can order it through there. Or in a future campaign, Forsaken Gods campaign, where I will obviously be offering it as a catch-up tier.
Awesome. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm...
Is there any tier that comes with a literal whistle?
The whistle. Someone's asked me that before, and I'm hearing what people are saying. My plan right now is to have a whistle as a stretch goal. So if we exceed the amount by a certain margin, then obviously that will unlock. And I want to give everybody who backs it, a free whistle, right, as a thank you.
Even a digital whistle.
Yeah, their own individual whistle per order. That's kind of like my plan with it, but obviously I got to hit that target first, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. Will this get me in IMDb?
Theoretically, yes.
There you go. Oh yeah, so if you're the producer, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I dig that. So definitely grab one of those producer tiers. That would be amazing. Maybe director's chair.
That is, I'd have to raise a ton of money to contemplate that. But
down the line, maybe another.
Yeah, it's down the line. Down the line.
Second campaign.
I mean, I'm not against the idea. I think that's a great idea. But
good idea.
Right now, I'm trying to take this one day at a time.
Sure.
I'm just trying to get eyeballs on this thing right now.
All right, cool. Let's see here. I was hoping to get a whistle.
thing.
I know, but whistles are really expensive to make. especially the ones I want to make and get to you guys. I want them obviously to be like within the theme and sort of like look like the images that you see here of these whistles. So
let's see what this one says. Will this get Camel to admit he was in the Uncrucibles?
Crucibles?
Uncrucibles. I don't know what
I
that
thought
means.
Camel was more into Uncrustables.
That seems more like it. Uncrustables. Yeah, if you guys are digging this, all the animation, the character development, I think is awesome. Every character having their own arc, and it seems like this is something you want to do more regularly with more episodes. And everybody, if you agree with all this stuff and like all these beautiful painted backgrounds and Photoshop backgrounds with this animation on here, you gotta back it. He has a goal to reach, which is 9K, and let's get him there. If you guys can't back right now, then you got to hit this follow button.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how few people hit the follow button.
Hit the follow button, and then that will give you updates every time that Luke puts out an update for this campaign. And then when you guys have the money to grab a perk up, definitely do so. I'm glad you're doing some actual printed material here. I think that was a great idea because that's what people are used to around CG, and having that extra concept art, background stuff, and a comic. I think that's going to go a long way with this campaign, and also it's a part of the Forsaken Gods universe. So if you guys back that project, then you need this to complete the collection.
Yes, exactly. Couldn't have put it better myself, Phil.
Yes, no problem. I charge by the hour.
I wish we had discussed this during the business meeting.
Good. Let's do a little refresh here because I know you did get. There's been tell that you got a backer.
Theoretically, we'll be 34. There we
go.
34. I got one backer.
There you go. Backer. Tell your friends. Tweet it out, and when you do hit that follow, which you guys definitely should, you could tweet it out to Twitter too and tell your buddies to follow it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Here we go. Two questions here.
I backed it, but now I'm wondering if being a producer will get me Hollywood babes.
Well, only if you live in Hollywood.
Yeah, but
or
you
if
get
they travel frequently to your area.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe.
Hot Hollywood babes only 3 miles from your area.
Oh,
you could tell babes that you're a producer on a hit animation
that raised $9,000.
No stickers. I want business cards that say I'm a movie producer on them.
That would be easy, yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I could do that. No problem at all.
And then Ron Nada wants to know what is an Uncrustable?
I don't know.
I think that was directed at Luke.
I don't know. I don't know what they're referring to because I'm assuming that has something to do with Camel Moon.
No, but if you were to say, tell an American what an Uncrustable in the UK is, what would you tell them?
A pie that's had its skin taken off.
That's not too far off. Let's take a look at this.
Bad. It's not bad. Are you gonna pull one up? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't that look like a pie with no skin?
It does look like a pie with no skin.
Wow.
Yeah. It's basically just an empanada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no crust.
Huh.
They come frozen.
I mean, you could just make these at home, you know.
Right. But if you're a lazy American, you're pretty lazy.
It's like sandwich empanadas.
Yeah,
your laziness knows no bounds.
Plus, there's no way you could fit this much high fructose corn syrup into your own sandwich that you made at home. That's only something a factory could do for.
Look at this one, the grilled cheese Uncrustable. Disgusting. Microwave.
Glass of milk.
Smuckers, eh? Smuckers is What a great name for a business.
Yeah, with a name like Smuckers.
As a great businessman, how do you feel about that?
I feel like they should have gotten a second opinion.
Dude, that hot ham and cheese one is the most disgusting thing.
All right,
No,
I guess I guess Random Saga is boring now.
No. Look at this. You could get.
Oh wait, you can make your own a sandwich
Yeah,
sealer. See, that's what I'm
sure.
saying. You just make it yourself.
There you go. In America, they got everything.
Oh, Big C,
All right.
yeah.
Awful.
You. I think you gave me an education on Big C, didn't you, Brandon?
Oh, you have not even heard.
Oh, this
tales
whole
of
rabbit
Big
hole.
C.
We talked about it a little bit at our meeting.
Yeah. In fact, I remember ordering chips and asking them what kind of oil they were fried in. Maybe some bullshit about how they were fried in canola oil.
Like a true vegan.
Like me?
Well, the thing is, I dated a vegan once, and I couldn't take her out to eat anyway because she'd always be like pestering the waitress like about the food.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm sorry.
Like,
It's fine.
what's the biggest steak you have?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'd like to eat it in front of this girl.
I'll have two, one for her and one for me.
Let's see here. Any more questions?
There you go. You know it has 0 seed oil.
Yes.
FresherLuke's animated short random saga.
Exactly. It's wholesome in every way.
I want to see this do well because I want to see more of this type of product in CG, especially.
Well, if you wait a few months, now we'll be launching his, and they'll give him 100,000. So.
Who?
He has a animation. God damn it, Narwhal.
Oh, Narwhal?
No, yeah, he's been posting little mini animations to his YouTube, and I'm sure he's gonna do a crowdfund next. So
I haven't seen any of them.
He's launching some compendium in a couple of weeks or something. I don't even know what that means. It's too big of a word for my brain to comprehend, you know?
Yeah. So was anything else, or I guess we've exhausted this campaign for all it's worth?
I don't have any further questions. I saw the trailer. I thought it was fantastic. This is cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even though you don't have any questions, I can share something with you.
Oh. Let's see it.
Give me a second here to find it.
Live from the office.
Yeah. I mentioned voice actors.
Okay.
And there's a particular voice actor who's doing a guest voice. You kind of know him. He's been around CG for a little bit as well. He's a really cool dude.
Ooh.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh, well, let's listen in and see if you can pick him out.
All right, here we go.
Mysterious old man who has no further bearing on this expedition. Did you say something? Oh, there you are. Don't. Were you trying to sneak away?
Yeah, I was trying to sneak away. I don't like being social too often.
Oh, you almost got us there.
Yeah, I'm not as good at that as I used to be.
Okay, bye.
Love the old man laugh.
Sorry, what? You both spoke at once.
I love the old man laugh.
So could you pick him out? Do you know who it is?
I didn't know Wesley Snipes had that kind of range.
It's not Wesley Snipes though.
Oh.
There was one line where I was able to recognize the voice, but I'll have to hear that line about 5 more times.
Oh, so you don't even want to guess? Brandon said Wesley Snipes, and he's wrong.
I'm not as astute with all of the voice actors in CG, so I don't know.
Okay.
I can't put my finger on it. Is this person done voice work before?
Technically, yes.
Technically.
He's catty with the Lego mumbo jumbo.
This person has spoken before, you say?
Well, I mean, yes, of course. I wouldn't have gotten him if he was a mute.
It's Marigold's voice, right?
No, it's
Oh,
the
it's
old
the
man.
old
It's
one?
Von Klaus. I like how the.
Oh, really?
I like how chat just revealed it. Thanks, chat.
I was paying attention to more.
You suck, chat. I hate you.
It was Von Klaus doing the best Wesley Snipes impersonation.
Yeah,
right.
If Wesley Snipes was a crazy old man. So.
Great old prospector laugh. I love that laugh.
Yeah,
he's very good at doing old prospectors and witches, apparently.
Ooh,
yeah.
I know. I like it.
So anyway, yeah, Von Klaus is a guest voice in this 10-minute animated short. So
that's awesome. Another reason to support it and back it. Get the comic, and in turn, get the amazing 10-minute animated short. So Luke could keep putting out kick-ass stuff like this.
Oh,
exactly.
And the other bonus is bringing this kind of stuff to CG in general. You know, with the success of this is going to bring more.
Yeah.
That's one of the amazing bonuses of this project.
Yep. Certainly agree.
Now, if only you can get Wesley Snipes, but sometimes, as Wackass says, some mofos are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
I feel like that's an analogy to most of life. So.
I don't even know what it means. All right,
like
guys.
when somebody leaves your cheese out in the wind, you know?
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
What's that from? We did have one question for us. Did you want to?
Oh yeah, this was early on in the show. Yeah, this was for us. What was original Scar name? Wolf Clown? Yeah, originally this was released on a Friday at the Diaz Brothers show, and in the old Silhouette comics, it does have an unusual name.
Not Wolf Clown, though.
It's not Wolf Clown.
You have to go back and watch the video.
Just go back and watch it.
Just go back and watch the video. Other than Random Saga, which you guys should definitely be backing, spreading the word on, we are wrapping up production on CG Vacation, which you could see an amazing Forsaken Gods piece in the book, which is awesome. So don't miss out on that. What's up?
Is this true?
Backed at
what?
1,000? My God.
We gotta check this out.
I'm gonna do a little refresh on my second screen.
Local FBI agent Fox Mulder.
No way.
You know what? I want to believe. I want to believe that he did that.
The truth is out here. We're gonna
wait.
We're gonna see.
And if this is true, then we have the perfect clip for this. Let's do a little refresh here. Random Saga. FresherLuke hitting that F5.
F5.
And he did it.
Whoa. Oh. Well,
man.
Someone's going to be getting a producer credit.
That's right, brother.
Mulder. Awesome.
Thank
you. Thank you. Around. I really appreciate it.
And this is for you, Fox Mulder. 31014. Here you go.
Wow. What is culture anymore?
That was perfect. The perfect stinger.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's so good.
It was fate. Oh, it was awesome.
Anyway, that's fantastic. Thank you. I never thought the day would come where I'd be thanking Fox Mulder for his contribution.
Yeah.
That was not on the bingo card, I feel like.
It was. We did in turn.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
There we go. Super chat from Sumo Authority for $10. Thank you so much, Sumo. The Hollywood babes are going to come a running for Fox Mulder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That producer. And here's another bonk for you. Thank you for the super chat, Sumo, as always.
Whoa. That was epic.
These are the kind of animations we need here. We need more of this.
Yeah.
More animations.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Spread the word. Tell other streamers to talk about Random Saga. I think
definitely.
I think Irene would
then annoy Mandy as much as you can.
Annoy Mandy. Mandy loves wizards.
Yes.
Irene loves magic-y D&D stuff, so I think she'd dig this as well.
I mean, you would think, but I keep DMing her and she doesn't reply. So,
well,
might have been that time I pooped in her car. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
that'll
tend not to like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they shouldn't hold grudges, you know.
I mean, sure, but you know, people are gonna people.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Hell, Scotty. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. What's today? Wednesday, Friday. We're doing our Diaz Brothers show. We doing anything special for that, Brendan?
We're gonna be putting out a comic strip for the channel members.
That's right.
That show. And probably some other stuff going on too.
Yeah, let me pull up a little sneak peek of the logo. You want to do a little hint of what comic strip's going to be dropping?
Sure, yeah, you can show off the logo. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't have the file with me.
I got it. Let me see. I got it here somewhere.
Speaking of which,
he got you, homie.
It's under strips. Oh yeah, fuck. It's in. I got to open up in Photoshop, which is open because I made this thumbnail. Yeah, so Luke, we're doing these special comic strips for our channel members. Different strips. We'll see if we can get a few out a month.
And so that's when you monetize. You can do that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of like a Patreon for YouTube.
Oh.
So here you go. This is the title of the comic strip that will be dropping for the $5.99 members, which are the Zaid Raiders. We talked about it on Monday.
Coconuts. I love coconuts.
Coconuts.
Yeah.
So be there, guys, for some coconuts.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Well, will they be putting the lime in the coconut and drinking it all up?
Not yet.
Oh.
It could be in one of the subsequent comic strips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coconuts is going to be great. It may take over the industry, and maybe
I
we'll
think
be
it really
hiring.
will.
Maybe we'll be hiring Luke to do a coconuts animation one day.
Yeah, I hope so. One day.
That'd be great.
Sure. I mean, like, it depends. Is the term coconuts, is this some kind of racial epithet term or something? If it is, I won't do it.
No.
What kind of racial epithet could it possibly be?
Well,
it's not a sexual innuendo either.
No. There's that term that they call, some people get called coconuts. They're like black on the outside and white on the inside, kind of thing.
Oh no,
we call them Oreos. Yeah, Oreos.
Oh, okay. I guess I misheard then. Never mind. This sounds amazing. I'll do it.
Which now we got to cancel our second comic strip, which is the Oreos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oreos.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Damn it.
That was very unprofessional of me.
All right,
what
guys.
businessman are you?
Clearly, I'm a failing one.
Hail the chat. We'll see you guys on the flip Friday, and follow FresherLuke everywhere he's at.
YouTube,
Twitter, and go tell everybody about Random Saga. We'll see you guys later.
Stay fresh.
See ya.
Stay fresh.
See you.